farmers, welcome back to Wyther Farms out here in our cereal crop field. Maybe that's what I should call it because that's all I tend to plant here. Picking up the straw bales this morning, made a few trips. Straw is selling actually for a decent price of, 28 pounds per 1,000. Just not getting as much as I thought I used to, but it could be because the field is not prepped as well as it usually is. It kind of needs some lime spread into it, so maybe that's why I'm not getting as much as I thought I did last season. I thought I got near around 50,000 pounds last year. I started this morning just shy of 5,000 pounds, and yeah, I'm right around 34,000 pounds now. And this load here, probably, let's see, is it like a half a load? I'm probably going to get like 2,800 pounds on this one. So yeah, I'm going to get about 30,000 pounds worth of straw bales this year. Not as well as I thought it would be, and I kind of wanted to pay off my loan to get my loan down to 100,000 pounds. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to do that. My loan right now is at 130,000 pounds, and I don't want to take that much out of my bank account because I need some cash to do some field work around here. I do need to spread some lime in this field, but I wasn't going to do it today, but now that I'm seeing the money situation, I may wait until I cut the grass again, and unfortunately the grass is not ready today either. I could cut it and harvest it, but I think if I wait another day, the grass will probably grow twice as high as it is now, and I'll get much more out of it. So I'm going to wait another day. So today is pretty much just picking up the straw bales. I do need to swing by the store, the trailer I got for the chickens, to top them off with some feed, and also it's going to be a trailer that I transport the eggs in. That is at the store, but there is something else at the store I just want to inquire about at the store. I've seen it outside going by every time with the straw bales. So yeah, I'll show it to you in just a second. It's out front, and I'm interested in just asking questions on it because it has a mowing package on it. So I'd be very interested to see what that's all about. Don't know if it belongs to another farmer. Have no idea, but looks like I got all the straw bales out of here. Now I got to begin the long journey across the town all the way up to the animal dealership to drop off these bales, because that's the only one I'm selling straw bales to. I wouldn't mind selling it to the other place, is that they're not, let's see, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not convenient for me to deliver them there, because where I got to drop off the bales, I cannot unload them for our baling trailer to where they need them unloaded to. So I just came up with a deal from the animal dealership to bring up the straw bales to them, and it'll be all good. Yeah, there's our grass field. Those will be ready hopefully tomorrow. At least I hope so. We'll be mowing that up and, of course, making silage bales out of those in a couple days. Get ourselves hopefully 90,000 pounds. Summer is just about over. Fall's almost here, so hopefully it's ready to be cut tomorrow, and then maybe I can get another cut on it late in the fall. It may not be as high as grass as it will be, or as it could be. I would like to get 3 cuts on this year. The first cut was okay, but our second field wasn't quite fully grown. This cut, both fields will be fully grown, and now I just got to go ahead and hopefully by the end of fall I can get myself a third cut, because every time I cut the grass now, it's about, we'll just say 85 to 95,000 pounds every time we do that. Last load of straw bales, luckily for me, because I've been taking, I think this is like the 7th trip up here, dropping off straw bales, so they should be good for straw bales for a while up here, I would think. So let's go ahead and drop these off and get ourselves an extra 2,800 pounds, somewhere's around there. Alright, tip it on back, and hopefully I don't miss a drop-off point, because that would really, really suck. This makes more work for me to get it into the zone. Having this baling trailer now, and that we own it, don't have to lease it, definitely makes a big difference mindset-wise. Oh, 3,000 pounds. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, just knowing that I don't have to return it at certain times, and I can take my time doing the bales. But since I have nothing else to do today, the bales are the first thing, the priority. 1, to get the job done, and 2, to bring in the cash. Now time to head back to the farm. I'm going to drop off the baling trailer, and then head on up to the store, get our old rickety trailer that I got for the chickens, and then yeah, I'm just going to ask about the Massey Ferguson tractor that's out there with the mowing on it. Be kind of interested in that to see what the price is on that thing. There is our old rickety trailer, but it'll get the job done for what we need it to do. But there is a Massey Ferguson right over there with a mowing system on. I'll be kind of interested to see what that is all about. Let's see, back up to right about there. Let's get this hitch done up. I don't know if the rust is holding it together or not, but like I said, it'll get the job done. See, it's a Massey Ferguson 8737. It's got a weight in the back, which you probably would need. And some Pottinger butterfly mower and a mower for the front as well. Well, I need to go and sign some paperwork for the trailer anyways, and I'll go ahead and ask about that Massey Ferguson and mowing system. See what that is all about here. Let me go ahead and get some paperwork done. Sometimes paperwork just takes longer than what you think it should. Probably should have left my tractor running, but yeah, I was running for about a good hour out here. Massey Ferguson. It is for sale. It's brand new. So is the Pottinger and the weight. This whole package right here, they're asking 310,000 pounds for it, which is way over my head. But they said they give me a deal for 300,000 because I've been shopping here a lot. And if I wanted to, if I traded in my tractor, they knocked the price down to 250,000 pounds. I said I'd have to think about it, and then they said, well, how about next time you go mow your grass fields, how about you take it on a demo for a day? So next day, hopefully I go to mow the grass, I come up here, and I'll take that on a demo. But I will say this, I cannot afford that. Even trading in this tractor for 250,000 pounds, I'm trying to get rid of a loan, not add to a loan. And basically what they're saying is they're offering me 50,000 pounds for this tractor here. I got it on the cheap to begin with as well, but I don't think selling it for 50,000 pounds would be worth it. And the reason I would have to trade it in is because I cannot put that mowing system on this tractor because I have no PTO shaft in the front. I could use just a butterfly mower and put it on the back, but then that system wouldn't quite work out for me at all. But it would be nice to use a Massey Ferguson and the mower and get that job done ASAP tomorrow. So here is our wonderful little trailer. I'm going to go ahead and just park it over here. I don't think our chickens need any feed. I did check up on them this morning. Let's go ahead and detach the cables and the trailer. For now, I'll just leave my tractor parked here. And we'll go on down. Every time I take a trip to the store, I'll probably grab the eggs and show them off because I got two places where I could sell eggs. I got 13.5 liters worth of eggs now, piling on up. The chickens look like they got plenty of feed, and I don't see where they're spilling over any whatsoever. So they've been nice and clean as they take care of the insects that are wandering around in the grass themselves. Let me get some leaping ability here, go and check on our grass field. Yeah, the grass is ready to be harvested and cut, just not the height that I'm looking for. So the rest of the day, well, I'm going to go ahead inside and grab lunch, kind of an early lunch. It's 11:30, but yeah, I will think about, I will see how much that tractor technically would be worth, the one that we have, to see if that trade-in value is worth it. Maybe not for this year, because like I said, I do need to pay off some of this loan. Actually, I want to pay off all the loan. And, yeah, do some more financial work on the inside. But hopefully tomorrow we'll be cutting some grass. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful morning to cut some grass. Just over here checking on the chickens. The egg total's kind of going up slowly. But, you know, chickens were probably stressed for are going to be stressed for a couple more days after being transferred all around, and finally they're getting used to this being their home, I suppose. Yeah, their trough, they're keeping nice and clean, so I don't have to worry about them too much. But they're just wandering around. Hopefully they don't cross through the hedgeway today as I cut the grass. Already over here is the Massey Ferguson with the butterfly mower already on it. ready to rock and roll. Go ahead, and they gave me a little bit of a lesson on the mowing and everything on the inside, so should not take me too long. The thing with this mowing system is it should cut the grass in a swath, so what that will allow me to do when I cut the grass, I won't have to get a windrower and put the grass in rows and pick it on up. It did rain last night, so the grass is a little bit wet. I'm not sure if that's going to affect me mowing this morning or not. It hasn't been raining now for the past 3 hours, so hopefully the grass is dry enough I can go ahead and cut it. It won't be much of a problem. But let's go ahead and fire this thing up and get rocking and rolling. I will say this thing does have some get up and go, some decent horsepower behind it. I did have a quick check last night on the internet about my New Holland tractor, and that does retail for the amount of hours and wear and tear I got it for about $70,000. So yeah, I'm not too sure about the store's price and everything, but they remember how much they sold it to me for, and I got a bargain on it as well. So I shouldn't, I'm probably not going to be able to wheel and deal with them too much. But we'll see. I'm kind of afraid about using this system only because I'm going to fall in love with it probably, and they'll just want me to have it more. So we shall see. Before I go ahead and start mowing with this thing, yes, I need to move that over, I do believe, so it turns a swath, it spits the grass out on the other side. So what I need to do is do that, I believe, and that should spit the grass out hopefully in the center. Let's go ahead and fire these things up, and I'll cut a little bit of grass here hopefully, and yes, it looks like it's spitting it out into a swath. Perfect. Oh, look at the area that we're covering as well. I'm so used to our Coon mower, which is a 4 meter wide. This is obviously quite wider than that, about double the width. So it's going to cut down the amount of time, which is always nice. But the main thing is cutting it into a swath, so that's going to save me plenty of time and not have to lease a windrower and take the time to windrow. So I should be able to just come right over here and bale it on up. So the only thing I get to demo with this today is cutting grass. I can't, put the baler on it or anything like that, which is fine. I have no problem with that. I did pay a little bit off my loan as well. I took about 10,000 pounds and sent it off to the bank. And hopefully in a couple more days here, I'll have a whole bunch of cash to send off to the bank. So I owe about 120,000 pounds more. And this right here, like I said, should give me about 85, 90,000 pounds from the BGA. I do need to talk to the BGA. I have kind of talked to them about maybe me being able to use the slurry from the BGA and spread it on my fields. And yeah, they're going to go ahead and talk to it over with management, but they said that's probably something we can do because we keep bringing our silage bales over to them. So, I mean, they get some profit from our silage bales that we bring over. But, I mean, they are paying us for the silage bales, but since we keep bringing so much over, yeah, they're probably going to maybe cut a deal with us. I will have to pay for the slurry, just a matter of how much. So that'll be kind of nice to do. Instead of buying artificial fertilizer, we get to use good old natural fertilizer, if you will. Oh, this is going to be nice, is putting this right in the swaths. It won't take me that long to get the big field done. The one across the way. That field was taking quite a while with the Coon, 4 meter wide. And I'm glad I'm able to get the grass cut. There is a slight chance of some rain this afternoon, so I definitely want to get this baled on up today and wrapped. Just because the rain will knock down my grass swaths, and also you don't want the grass to get too wet because then silage bale will turn moldy, and that's not good for anyone. And this is why stores give you stuff on demo, because they know you're going to fall in love with it, and they know you're going to want to buy it. The tractor isn't that much better than the one I already got, except for it does have the PTO shaft in front, which that's very helpful for the situation. But what I'm really fell in love with is the butterfly mower that puts it into a swath. So not only am I, getting probably double the cut that I normally get, it also puts into a swath. So like I said earlier, I don't have to lease a windrower. One less pass I have to make on the fields, so it definitely helps on out. But man, the price tag is kind of steep for me currently, so yeah, I'm not too sure. Maybe by next year I could afford something like this, because the loan should be gone by next year. I also got tons of grain to sell this upcoming winter, so that will help. I'll have to wait and see how it goes. Who knows? They may even sell this by the time I get around to being able to afford it. But I definitely don't. I'm not. If I do something like this, I'm not going to trade in the tractor I currently got for 50,000 pounds. Basically, it's worth about 70 or so, 70, 75, from what I could read online for the hours I got onto it and what the tractor actually is. So yeah, I mean, I'll be losing 20,000 pounds on the deal, in a way. So, to me, it's not worth selling the tractor as is. So, I'll just look at, if I were to buy this, probably just do it outright. Now, let's go ahead and turn that off, fold it, lift that up, and then fold that up as well. Let's go ahead and park that up. Oh, I am not done. I forgot about it. I got this little section down here to do. This little cubby hole of grass. Not going to take me long with this system here. Don't want to forget the grass. I mean, this is probably, I don't know, $5,000 worth of grass here, probably. Get some nice little rows. Make sure I wash this before I bring it on back to the store. I do have to lease a baling wrapper. That's one thing we don't got, but I don't need the windrower. Definitely a very nice system, the Pottinger mowing set with the Massey Ferguson 8737. I do believe this Massey Ferguson maybe is about 100 horsepower more than the New Holland that we have. Not that I need the extra horsepower, but it's always good to have the extra horsepower because you never know when you are going to need it, right? So it may not be a bad purchase. I mean, I think when I seed the field, our cereal crop field, I could then get a bigger drill because I'll have more horsepower and I'll get the job done quicker. But like I said, this is something that would have to wait until next year anyways, but glad that the store gave me the demo for the day to give it a good try, and of course I do like it. But like I said, I would keep the T8 for the price that they're offering for it. Definitely go ahead and keep the T8 because there's nothing wrong with this T8 whatsoever. Speaking of T8, let's jump into that, hook up the baler, and start wrapping up some grass bales so I can get these wrapped up with a wrapper later on today. When I bring the Massey Ferguson back, I'll go ahead and, well, I'll have to drop that off, run back down here, grab the T8. By the time I run back down here, grab the T8 and get back up there, hopefully they'll have the wrapper all set for me to go ahead and lease for the day. Alright, let's hook up the baler. And I may have a little bit of straw in here I have to clean out. And then again, maybe not. I don't see any in there. Nope, it's all gone. Let's go and unfold that. Lower down the pickup. Definitely very nice not having to go around the windrow this grass on up. Works smarter, not harder. Well, cuts down the step. The less hours you put on your equipment, the better. I was a little concerned because it looks like the swath that the mowers were dropping were a little bit on the wide side, but it looks like this baler is having no problem picking up the entire width. This grass is a little bit on the wet side because, like I said, it did rain last night. But overall, I don't think it's going to be too bad. Anxious to see how much we get from the grass in a couple of days, because the first cut of the year, this field here wasn't fully grown and we got 75,000 pounds from both fields. So I'm hoping this time around we get closer to 90,000 pounds, which would be huge for the farm. One thing, yep, the loan. That's where most of it's going to go, if not all of it. But I will save some cash because, well, I need to take care of the fields around here. Winter is coming sooner than later. I kind of changed my plans. I may go visit Sherman maybe late fall-ish or maybe mid-fall before winter actually gets here, because I don't want to miss out on a good day to sell the grain that we have, and that's going to happen sometime during the winter. And I really don't have that much going on in the fall now that this grass field is going to be cut and the bales will be wrapped. So maybe in a couple days after I sell the silage bales, I probably will have some time to go visit them to see what's going on. And just to see, maybe get Sherman's new phone number, if he has one. I have no idea. I tried the number again, got the same recording that the number has been pretty much, is non-existent. So I'm not really sure what's happening there. So I'll have to go over and pay them a visit, see how everyone's doing. I wonder if I can get this little bit of grass over here. Every little bit will help. There we go. Well, I guess it's not enough to make a full bale. Let's go ahead and dump these on out. It is good to see all these grass bales out here. In a couple days, they will be silage bales. Should be able to fold that on up. I got the cubby corner little over here done. Got a couple pieces of grass I missed here and there, but nothing that's going to make a difference for sure. Now I need to go park this up just for a few minutes and then bring the Massey Ferguson back. Go on in and let them know I appreciate them giving it to me for demo for the day. Or should I say for a morning, for about an hour. I'm not even sure if I even got an hour on it. But I need to go ahead up there and get the baling wrapper. Let me go ahead and fire it on up, make sure the engine's nice and warm before I go anywhere. Just up the street. I got about a half an hour on it. That's about it. But go up there, get the wrapper, wrap up these bales, and that way they're good to go. I'm not too sure if it's going to rain this afternoon or not. Hopefully it won't until at least get the bales wrapped. The pH value in this field is kind of low as well, so maybe this fall / winter, early spring, when I do not the fertilizer, but when I do the lime spreading on the cereal crop field across the way from the BGA, spread some more lime down on these fields here. They all need nitrogen. That could be done with a slurry, so I hope to hear from them. Well, I'll hear from what I hear from them. Don't know when I'm going to get to do some slurry spreading / fertilizer spreading, but if I want to get another cut done this season on the grass field, it's got to be done pretty darn soon, because fall is here. That means winter is not that far away, so time to bring on the Massey Ferguson on the back. The Pottinger mowing set is something I would love to have, but unfortunately with no PTO shaft on the front of this tractor here. I do see, looks like a, yeah, it's too bad. I don't see where it would actually go on this one. Probably have to do a lot of work on it to get a PTO shaft in the front. Can't put it on the back because then the mower would be facing the wrong way, so that it wouldn't discharge correctly. Oh well, something to think about in the future. If I want to bring this on back, go ahead and get the wrapper for the square bales, and I'll get that done hopefully before noon.